Hello, church. This is Brian Kelly, and I am here with you today to start a new video series, which we are calling Faith Journeys. And in this series, we are going to be interviewing various members of our church and hearing a little bit about their faith journey that they've lived in thus far and where God is currently leading them and whatever that may be. So today, we are starting with our very first Faith Journeys video, and in our interview, we are having the amazing Steve Jordan. Steve, you will know him from being in our sound booth for many years, and he's behind the scenes a lot of doing and making things happen. And so, Steve, we're thankful that you are here.
Well, thank you.
And so we want to begin our little interview here with asking you if you could tell us about how God has led you on your faith journey in Jesus Christ thus far in your life.
Wow. And I'm the first one, so I got nothing to reference or cheat off of. I don't have any notes from anybody else's to say, yeah, just like them. My faith journey, you talk to a lot of people who will probably give some kind of concrete exclamation point of this is when I started this, and this is when I became a believer, and this is where it all began for me. I don't really have one of those. I grew up in a Catholic church. My mom's 100% Polish, so Catholic is what they do. Growing up in a church, we went to church every Sunday. We did catechism, CCD classes, all that fun stuff, summer schools. That was part of my upbringing. And I really don't have that defining moment where I said, hey, this is what I'm doing. More realistically, we actually, as a family, even kind of fell away from the church for a while. As early as middle school, I think we kind of fell away from it for a while. And for whatever reason on my parents' side, that's what happened there. And I probably carried that on through college and up until I got married. Obviously, we had to find a church, and my wife was Methodist, my fiance at the time. I like to call her my first wife. She loves it when I introduce her that way. It's only been almost 30 years. We decided, from her perspective, we'd go with the Methodist, and I've been Methodist since then. And I've liked the inclusion factor, which is kind of what brought us back to it, is after getting married and after having kids, we wanted to be able to bring our kids up in a Christian atmosphere, more so than what we were just doing. And we had from her church where we started out, we actually got married in her church up in Mecosta. And they even starting from there and coming to this church, there was an inclusion factor of the children. When I first saw that, they had the children's time in the middle of service, and they brought the kids up and they talked specifically to them and directly to them. That's what kind of roped me in, and then. After a little while, it was probably less than a year, I got I actually volunteered to help out in the sound room with Pat Rourke, and that's kind of where I've been.
Excellent. Well, we're thankful that you are here for sure. What year did you start coming to this church? Do you know about?
Probably it's been close to 20 years, so right around 2000.
Okay, so you were here even before I got here, so that's good.
Oh, no, it was about the same time. No, because you were here just before I was then.
Okay, we came in 2003.
2003. Okay, it must have been just before, just after that.
Okay.
No, because I was married in 2001, and it was a couple years, so that's about right, 2003, 2004.
Okay. Well, we're thankful for you being a part of all that happens. Now, as we said, you are active in the sound room and doing tech stuff, and you've been one of the leaders in helping us to get everything going with all of our streaming, and we're very appreciative of that. So how do you see that allows you to share your faith and live out your calling for Jesus Christ?
That's even a tougher question. In presenting, especially right now because of the situation that we're in with having to go with a lot of live streaming and trying to make it pleasing, I guess, is interesting. Trying to make it so that it's not just it's not like you're just reading words on paper. We're trying to, in my mind, we want to try and bring some kind of, I guess, excitement maybe to what's going on that you're seeing on TV, because you don't have that interaction as far as being in church. Even when you're in church, we try to bring enough, sound to please the ears, not just drown out the room with, banging music and throbbing music. Although there are some that'll probably say it's a little loud, but it gives me an opportunity to come up with ideas in whether it be in a presentation. I used to do the presentations for the sound down at the sanctuary side of it, and putting words on paper, words on screen, images in the background, stuff like that can kind of give a side note to whatever's going on, whether it be the pastor's sermon or the season or something like that can kind of give an exclamation point of what we're about, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I think that's awesome that you've done so much, and you've been a part of it for a long time. And I want you to know that in addition to just the fact that you've done so much and worked so hard, and kind of sometimes you're just the person in the back, and I think maybe sometimes people in the back like it that way.
Pay no attention to the guy behind the curtain.
Exactly, and I understand that. I can feel the same way. But I want you to know, and I want everybody who's watching to know, that one of the things that I just think that whenever we're hanging out and doing stuff, it's always a blast. We have a ton of fun. We're laughing all the time, and I think that puts a smile on Jesus' face. I really do believe that.
I agree.
And I think that that when he sees the work that you accomplish and the work that you're doing, that blesses him as well as blesses so many people in our congregation. So I say thank you for that. And
thanks for the opportunity, really.
Well, we're excited to have that, and we look forward to continuing to do more and more, and taking the next steps. And we're just, we're going to help make Jesus alive for more people, and you're a major part of that. So we thank you for that.
Well, it's a small part, but that's all I do what I can is basically what it is,
Well, it's more than you think. I do promise that.
Thank you.
So we are excited that Steve is a part of this, and he was the guinea pig for our first interview, which is good. But we're going to have more of these, and you're going to get a chance to meet more and more people of our church and get to know them and hear their faith stories. And if you're not careful, we might come after you. So thank you, Steve, and we look forward to sharing this with our congregation.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.